Breaking this morning, a tentative deal between WestJet and the union representing 4,400 of its flight attendants, ending the strike that saw hundreds of flights canceled. Marianne Domain joins me in studio right now. So we don't know a lot, but we have heard from both sides. So what are we hearing?
Yeah, so essentially for passengers and for anyone who has been affected by this strike in any way, what you need to know is that this tentative agreement means that the more than 4,000 striking WestJet flight attendants will now be returning to the job. And we know that the major sticking point here during negotiations was pay, particularly unpaid ground work, but this tentative deal indicates that they have found some kind of common ground. I want to show you a portion of the statement that was released by CUPE this morning. This is CUPE Local 8125. The president saying, quote, "This tentative agreement represents meaningful progress. It evolves the flight credit system by recognizing more of the work cabin crew are required to perform and with the general increases to compensation for the work." It goes on to say, most importantly, this agreement was achieved through collective bargaining at the negotiating table. We will now present the agreement to our members for their review and ratification vote. That is, of course, the normal course of events when they reach a tentative deal in any type of labor dispute. We also have a reaction from WestJet releasing a statement this morning. This is from WestJet's CEO saying, in part, "We are pleased to have reached a tentative agreement that reflects the hard work and professionalism of our cabin crew." It goes on to say, "We know this disruption has been frustrating for our guests and WestJetters, and we're sorry for that. Our teams are working hard to restore service and get our guests on their way to their destinations as quickly as possible." Unfortunately, that has not been the case for WestJet passengers not getting to their destinations as quickly as possible because hundreds of flights were canceled as a result of this disruption. We know that prior to this strike, WestJet had 700 flights each day and carrying more than 70,000 passengers each day. So it gives you a sense of just how widespread across the entire system this disruption was.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, then the question is now what happens now, right? Because everyone's going to be trying to get a hold. Do I have a flight to get on, or am I still sitting in this limbo situation?
Well, we know for Toronto Pearson International Airport, for instance, it gives you a sense of the fact that things are going to take a time and to get back to normal, restore service back to normal. They have said that all of the flights that were already suspended for today remain suspended. WestJet trying to restore all service back to normal as well. That will take some time. They are expected to release a timeline as to when they expect things to return to normal. That's when they'll have more details. So the advice right now is to contact WestJet directly if you have a flight scheduled in the coming days. And of course, check the status of your flight just in case.
Yeah, keep an eye on your inbox. And we're hearing that phone line is busy, busy, busy.
Yeah.
So hopefully people are able to eventually get through. Marianne, thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.